I know you can't hear me. I just need someone to listen. Eden. That's what they called this place.
We're at the Mix at GDC, and we're catching up on a game called Pamela, and I thought I'd ask you, what is Pamela?
Sure. So Pamela is a open world survival game set in a fallen utopian setting. As a player, you wake up from cryosleep in a city called Eden, a once perfect society that has gone to shambles. So you wake up and you find yourself in this hostile world, and you've got to explore to find supplies to scavenge, to survive, food and drink, as well as weapons and equipment to build bases, defend yourself, all these kind of things. So we're building this massive open world environment with all these different kinds of points of interest you can visit, building it like a real city, in a way that really makes sense. Even though it's a sci-fi environment, it still feels sort of like a place you can imagine almost living in a way.
I have a lot of questions now, yes, based on what you said there, but one of the things that I'm wondering about is narrative. Like, how are you treating narrative, and how do you introduce that?
Yeah, the way we handle narrative is sort of more of like an open-ended sort of thing. It's not a linear game, right? It's an open world survival game. So each time you play, it is a permadeath game. So if you die, you're restarting basically from scratch. So we're treating it as if we're dropping bits of lore around the world that you can sort of find and uncover, and talk to your friends about what they might have found, that kind of thing, versus more of like a linear progression that you've got to go through.
So you got to sort of pick it up from the environment and sort of read those kind of things? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you've got to pick it up from the environment, both like notes that were left by people, environmental storytelling, seeing like signs and posters on the wall, that kind of stuff.
Why did you go with the fallen Utopia scenario?
So say again?
Why did you go with the sort of fallen Utopia scenario?
Sure. Yeah, we're huge sci-fi fans. Like we just love sci-fi. We love like the sleek kind of shyness, but we also are huge survival horror fans. So like we always we love games like Dead Space, these kind of things, as well as Mass Effect. The clean sort of sleek look to it. So in our way, this is sort of like our way of sort of building this fusion of things that we really love as gamers and like movie fans, all this kind of stuff. So it's our way of bringing it together, kind of, yeah.
So obviously it's playable here at the show. Where are you at in development, and sort of what platforms are you aiming for and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so we're aiming for kind of a summer, like a late summer launch on Steam PC. That's what we're aiming for initially, with potentially more, down the line. But we're focused on PC first. It's our first game, so we want to make sure we do it right the first time, right?
Is it an early access launch or a full launch?
We haven't confirmed anything, but we're leaning towards an early access, but polished early access. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Awesome, thank you. Hey, nice meeting you.